Hey, and welcome to a little bit of a different sort of video than normal today. I've been doing a few chess videos for YouTube, and I thought I'd do something different. I thought today I'm going to play what is my favourite game in the whole world, Civilization 4. I think it's an absolutely brilliant strategy game. So, here it is. So we're going to start a new game, and we're going to make a custom game. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit, I think it's a bit loud. I've been playing on Prince and struggling. So should I go on Noble? No, I think, well, let's have another crack at Prince. And I think with Prince, you really need an aggressive warlike civ. So I was thinking I might give Genghis Khan a go of the Mongols. Which, let's see if we can find him. Genghis Khan, there we are. Aggressive and imperialistic. Medium and small, so yeah, I generally go for unpredictable continents. Random, mixed in, that seems pretty good. I'll keep all the victory conditions apart from the time victory. You'll notice I am playing on Marathon, which is the longest setting. The game can last quite a while, but units last longer, and I just think the game's more interesting on Marathon settings. I'm not using any mods. I have experimented with mods like Rise of Mankind and things like that, but I just thought I'd go for the vanilla game today. So let's launch. So, for anyone who's not played this game, basically the idea is you start off as the leader of a civilization. So we're going to be the Mongols, which is Genghis Khan. And so the sun rises the year of 4000 BC. Since the time immemorial, the Mongol people have lived a nomadic life. After years of wandering, they are ready to settle down and find your first city. Damien, you have I've vested absolute power in you, trusting you to build a civilization to stand the test of time. So, this is my favourite game, so I just thought I'd do a video about it. So, we've got a fairly nice starting location. Okay, so we've got corn. Our settler's on a hill. So the question is, do we want to settle here? The hill does have access to fresh water, which is good later on. And we've got no ocean tiles. So this could potentially be a really good production tile. So we'll be able to build a levee in the late game, which is great. And we've got a couple of hills. So yeah, and we've got fresh water. So this could be a, well, I don't know. The question is, I've got fresh water on this hill, but not from the river. And this is maybe thinking a little bit too much late into the game. But I do like to be able, if this is going to be a production city, which I do like to have. It does look like it could be a good production city. I like to have a levee later on, you know, to sort of complement the ironworks. This is really late game thinking, but I might just move the settler one square to the right. Just pop that hut with the scout, and we've got another scout. Okay, that's great. If we move one square to the right, we're gonna lose these spices, but I don't think that's a big deal. I think we could maybe settle another city here that could use that. So I'm thinking just moving one square to the right in order to have maximum, well, just to be able to build a levee later. We do lose a turn by doing that, so hopefully we're not losing too much. So we're going to settle our first city here. Krakorium. Sounds good. So what do we want to build? Probably a worker. Then we can get the corn hooked up. The spices we can't hook up for a while. We need to get calendar for that, which is quite a long way down the line. So I think we're going to start with the worker. Okay, so let's see if we can explore a bit of the map and see what we've got to work with. Now, as we're playing with the Mongols, it's going to be fairly important to try and find horses, because we get some really big bonuses for horse units, mounted units. Okay, next turn. Okay, so what should we research? I mean, we're inland, so you know, fishing would be fairly useless at this point. We've got some corn, so agriculture is fairly obvious. So I'm thinking agriculture. I mean, we do want to be. I mean, animal husbandry. There could be an argument for doing that first because you know we do need the horses. But I think we do agriculture first, then maybe animal husbandry, and sort of research down the mounted warfare sort of route. I'm not an expert at this game. You see these guys who are winning on monarch levels and things like that. I can win on noble usually, but this is prince, and which is I've never won a game on prince. To be honest, I haven't played that many games, but I'm trying to get my first win on prince, and prince is fairly tough. Okay, so I'm just looking. I mean, we've got sheep here, so if we have a look down here, I mean, we could potentially found a city here and here, or we could just found a city here and use the sheep and the spices in one go. So it's whether we want to. But we'll explore a bit more of the map, and then we can maybe think about what we want to do. So more spices, okay. So we've got sort of a monopoly on spices going here. Hope you can hear everything, by the way. Yep, you explore down there. Problem with building a worker straight away is when you're producing either a worker unit or a settler unit, your city does not grow, which is one of the advantages. I mean, if you say if we would have started next to the ocean and we had some fish or some crab or some clam to work, and we needed to build a workboat straight away, we could actually build that without losing our growth. Which is, but obviously we do start inland, and it generally sees, I think, a slight better because Chanels aren't really that good at any production without a wonder called the Maui statues. So you know, this city could be a cracking production city one day, but we've got quite a bit of work to do before there. So we've got some fur, some beavers, and some more sheep. Okay, and let's see what we get for popping this hut. 171 gold. Okay, that's not too bad. It's always nice to have a bit of gold to start the game. Oh shit, lions! We might be about to lose our scout because we're on the grassland, which doesn't have much defence. Yes, we won. So we can carry on exploring. It's interesting we haven't met anyone yet in the jungle, so we don't really want the jungle early on. See if we can be a bit more of an interesting game if we have a nearby neighbour. We don't really want to be on an island for the rest of the game. Let's go up onto this hill, we can see a bit more. Some pig. Okay, so that part of the map is closed off. So we can send these guys to explore a little bit over there. Okay, so we've met the Germans. So Frederick is usually quite. Just trying to think. Think about this game. The leaders, for example, the Aztec leader Montezuma is that the biggest bastard in this game because he will always declare war on you really early. Whereas other guys, you know, can be generally quite good. So I mean, it is possible to make friends with nations as well that will last like the entire game. So diplomacy is quite important. Now Frederick, I think, is a bit in between. I think he's not a terrible war guy, but from what I remember. So we shall peace in our time for now. So he's not the worst neighbour to have. We might be able to squash him if we can find out where he's come from. We might be able to squash him. How have we made contact with him? Where is his unit? How have we met him? I don't know. How have we met him? It's a mystery. No idea how we've met him. Maybe he's got a workboat or something somewhere. Maybe a workboat popped up down here. I don't know. Although I wouldn't have thought so this early. Shaka, shh. Okay. Frederick isn't too bad. Shaka is a big shithead. He's a problem. If he's not too bad sometimes if you get the same religion as him, but he's a real war guy, so he will probably declare war on us some point in the early game. So if we can, we'll definitely try and squash him early. Okay, so let's see if we can find out where he's come from. I'm going to automate this one because I don't want to spend too much time messing about with my scouts, and hopefully he'll just sort of... We've explored up there anyway, and we can maybe explore this part of the map automatically, because that's kind of the only place left to explore, really. I'm going to send this guy up here, and hopefully the other scout will pop up to the left. I want to find out where Shaka's come from. Shaka, or Shaka, however you pronounce it. Some elephants. A bit too far away to use anytime soon. But oh, bloody hell, there's millions of lions up there. I don't mind too much if he dies. I'd rather he survived, but we have got another scout. Who's kind of... Okay, so I wonder if we can get a double woodsman promotion out. No, I'll do a woodsman promotion because we get another one of those. It's almost worth keeping him on this hill to because the lions will attack, and then if we win, there's a chance we might get double woodsman. Although we'll probably need to win 2 battles to get that. So I'll just heal him up. I think we'll survive on a hill and in a forest. We basically get 50% for being an extra 25% for being on the hill, so we should win. Oh, bollocks. Well, it's no big deal, we've got another scout. Okay, so this is quite a big continent. So where do we want to be at? We probably want to be expanding somewhere to the right, first of all, to try and block this off. So if we got a city here, and so one somewhere up here, maybe send the scout, now that other scout's dead, to explore here, then we would have all this area here to ourselves. Because if we didn't sign open borders, we would be able to expand up into, you know, they would have no way of getting the units up into there, because they can't cross our culture borders. Okay, so I want you to come over here and just tell me what's here. That's where I wanted to send the other scout, but I got him killed by automating him because I'm lazy. Forest has grown. Well, that's fine, we can chop it down and get some extra production later. Oh, some elephants! No, those are usable elephants, they're near enough to use. We can maybe found a city... We found a city here. So I've got a smaller map than usual, because obviously I've not got it on full screen like I normally would do. So, yeah, we could possibly found a city on this hill that would use this corn and these elephants.